Ladies and gentlemen, the boys are back in town. The seasoned veterans were here for the draft, right? Coming in town, but the rookies, man, today was day one of rookie minicamp. And you know what that means? That means we are getting closer to NFL football. Now, I believe we have 136 days into the start of the NFL season. That is not including the preseason. Now, for me personally, once training camp gets here, to me, that's when the season begins because it is training camp, break, preseason, break, season. And we are off and running. And what a year it has been. This year, this offseason has absolutely flown past. Man, I could get used to playing in the postseason. Like I'll never ever get tired of how quick this offseason is going. But we've already gone over the rookie numbers. But this is Tim Twentyman's day one observations. Now, a lot of you guys know that Dan Campbell was not at rookie minicamp today. He had a family matter, a personal issue that he had to take care of. So hopefully everything is good with Coach. It's amazing how we don't really know these guys. We know about them. We know things. We can kind of see things, but we don't know them on a personal level. But it seems like we do. Like we care about them. If Dan Campbell is not at practice, we hear it's a personal matter, then we get concerned because I think that's one of the beauties about being a fan of sports or anything. You get involved with these people. Sometimes it's unhealthy, but you get attached to them, even the players. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna miss Josh Reynolds, but it is what it is. So hopefully everything is fine with Coach. But here are some day one observations coming from Tim Twentyman. This information is coming from DetroitLions.com. It says first day mistakes. Now keep in mind, these are rookies. They are like little babies being born, man. As expected, the first day of minicamp wasn't the crispest of operations. There were plenty of fumble snaps, a couple fumble handoffs, some drops, a number of times the offense had to re-huddle and run the play again after false starts or missed assignments. Pretty normal stuff on the first day, but these are the things young players have to clean up before they join the veterans in OTAs in a couple of weeks. And that's exactly right, because in a few weeks, like I would say a month from now, is OTAs. And those run for, I want to say, I forgot how many, because you can have so many padded practices in the off season. And usually that runs from like the middle of June to the end of June. Then there's a break, and then we come back for the regular season or the preseason. Now, if you want to see the entirety of this article, because I'm not going to bring out everything, you can just go to DetroitLions.com and find Tim Twentyman's article. Now, here's something. This guy is on a lot of people's radar, man. Don't forget the Detroit Lions did trade to get this individual. Says special weapon. Two things stood out to me watching running back Sion Vacky's first day on the job. And yes, he will be used as a running back. He's got terrific hands is number one. Two, he's going to be a beast on special teams. The Lions went through a special teams period, and I counted 3 straight times when Vacky was on the coverage team getting by his man and being the first person to the ball carrier. So he's also playing on the coverage side as well. Wow. I see now why the Lions general manager Brad Holmes called Vacky the best special teams player in the draft. He was certainly that in Allen Park on Friday. So that means, this guy is a safety running back hybrid. And remember, Brad was saying that he had to do like 4 different combines at the workouts at the combines. And his primarily usage will be running back when it comes to special teams and the Detroit Lions. I think that is where we're going to see him at. Now, I want to save a part about Manu. I want you guys to go ahead and check that out. Look up why Giovanni chose 59 and what he wants to do for the Detroit Lions. So I encourage you to look up the article and read some of it yourself. Now, of course, our first round pick, who's a first round pick for a reason. Here's what he had to say about Terion Arnold. He said, smooth. That's probably the best way to describe the first round cornerback Terion Arnold how he plays the game. Just watching him run through individual periods and hip turn drills, he does things very well and makes it look effortless. I can't remember a pass being thrown his way in 7-on-7 or in team drills on Friday. He even garnered a high five from defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn after one rep where he locked down his receiver so tight it forced quarterback Cade Peterson to just scramble out of the pocket and get what he could with his legs. Well, I'm sure Aaron Glenn is excited to see that type of coverage for the Detroit Lions secondary. Started off his time with Detroit Lions with Jeff Okudah, the cornerback who just couldn't live up to the expectations here in Detroit. And we had a video talking about Aaron Glenn yesterday and the expectations from the fan base going into 2024 for him and what they are going to expect of him. Now, here's a shot of Terion Arnold trying on his mask, his helmet. It's kind of funny seeing how, I mean, they go and they try on shoes, they try on helmets, they have to get all that stuff acclimated. The pros, the veterans, they've done this already. They're just trying to get back. They're like, we'll let the rookies do it, right? So the rookies come in first, they get this done. If you go and you look at the photos, they're trying on shoes. Most of the pictures are them and the helmets. I can't believe like we're back to football already. So Terion Arnold, man, for him to be locking down. Now again, these are rookie receivers, so he hasn't faced a veteran yet. It's gonna be. I can't wait till OTAs when we hear about him going against a Jameson Williams, going against a Khalif Raymond, whoever he goes up against, and Antoine Green, a bigger body wide receiver. I can't wait to get there. And that's about 5 weeks away. So let me know your thoughts, man. Tim 21, his Tim 20, man, his first day of training camp. Let me know your thoughts. You can, again, find this article on DetroitLions.com. And I believe there are 3 days. It's going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So they're probably going to be day 2 and 3 observations. And then there's something that's happening next week as well. Then there's a small little break. And then before you know it, OTAs will be back. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.